Happy day students. Welcome to Sun Academy Group of Schools, Pallikarnai, Grade 8 Science. Today we are going to discuss about third chapter, Synthetic Fibers and Plastics. Come on, let's get into the chapter. So what are fibers? So what are natural fibers? Fibers are nothing but a very thin thread-like strand out of which clothes are made. So a fiber is nothing but a thin thread which can be a natural one or artificial one. That is, it can be made out of a natural substance or an artificial substance, and it is exclusively used for making clothes or rope. And these fibers are classified into two main categories, and they are natural and synthetic fiber. So what does the word natural fiber means? It means that they are obtained from natural sources such as animals and plants. And what does the word synthetic fiber means? It means they are made by man. That is, they are synthesized or produced by man using chemicals in the laboratories. Okay, why did the need for developing synthetic fiber arose? Because as the demand for fabrics and fiber started increasing, humans started making synthetic fibers in order to meet up the demand of the people. So now let us see the examples of few natural fibers. As I told you, the fibers that are obtained from natural sources like plant and animals are called natural fibers. The few examples of natural fibers are cotton, linen, which are obtained from plants, whereas silk, hair fibers from rabbit, wool are obtained from animals, and they are the examples of animal fibers. Now, what are the examples of plant fibers? The plant fibers examples are cotton, and it is obtained from the cotton plant, and it is one of the traditional fiber which is used in the textile industries. And the second example is linen. It is also a fabric which is made out of a natural fiber which is obtained from flax plant. And the property of linen fabric is very similar to that of cotton. Coming to jute, it is obtained from the jute plant, and that too from the stem of the jute plant, and it has very high strength. That is, it is extremely strong, and because of which it is used as a packaging material. Now let us have a brief discussion about animal fibers. So as I told you, those fibers that are obtained from animals are called animal fibers. And the best examples are silk, which is obtained from silkworm, and it is the costliest among the different type of fibers, and the most popular kind of silk is obtained from mulberry silkworm. Coming to the another example for animal fiber, it is wool, and it is obtained from sheep, and this woolen fabric is so soft to touch and provides us warmthness during the winter season, and due to which it is being preferred as a winter apparel. Winter apparel means the cloth that people prefer to wear during winter season. And another example for animal fiber is yak. As we all know, yak is an animal that is largely found in Himalayas in India and Tibet. And the hair of yak is very useful in production of warm clothes, mats and sacks. So now we are entering into the actual topic, that is synthetic fibers. So these synthetic fibers are made by man using different chemicals, and as a result of which synthetic fibers have their own properties, and the synthetic fibers are more in length and long lasting. Since it is made by man, the length of each fiber can be determined by man. But whereas the only limitation with synthetic fiber is they are poor absorbent of moisture, and since they are made up of chemicals, they catch fire easily. So there are many items of clothing and containing materials such as polyester, polyamide, terylene, rayon, etc., which are nothing but examples of synthetic fibers. And the items whatever we read now, all are made out of man-made fibers, and these man-made fibers are only called as synthetic fibers. So The synthetic fiber is nothing but a small chemical units which are joined together, and these each small chemical units are called as monomers, and when these monomers are joined together to form a large chain, we call them as polymer. And the process by which the monomers are joined together to form polymer is called polymerization. So we can also say that polymer is made of many repeated units of same type or different type. So let me repeat it for you. A polymer is made of many small repeating units of chemical compounds called monomers. So now let us discuss about the first type of synthetic fiber, which is called rayon. And we have studied in class 7 that silk is a natural fiber which is obtained from silkworm. And the fabric made out of natural silk fiber is extremely costly. But the beautiful texture, that is the feel, appearance and shine of natural silk fabrics is attracted by everyone. So several attempts were made to make silk artificially, which would be economical than the natural silk. And towards the end of the 19th century, they came with the answer, and the answer was rayon. And scientists were successful in obtaining fiber having the properties similar to that of silk, and the fiber was called as rayon. And rayon is often regarded as artificial silk. And this rayon is the man-made fiber which is made out of cellulose. And we all know cellulose is a natural raw material, that is, it is a component of the plant cell. But though cellulose is a natural polymer, since it undergoes extensive chemical treatment in order to produce rayon, we call this rayon as a synthetic fiber. But unlike other synthetic fibers, rayon absorbs moisture and it is very comfortable to wear. And it can be dyed into different attractive colors. And the different properties of rayons are, it is easily dyed and it can be easily woven into cloth, and it can be draped well, and it has a lustrous appearance so that it resembles the silk, and it is a good absorbent of sweat so that it can be worn even during the summer season. What are the different uses of rayon? This rayon is exclusively used with fiber glasses for making helmet, and it is also used for making jackets and tracksuits. And the dress material, it is generally preferred for making dress materials because it is very soft, silky and also absorb moisture. And it is also used for making curtain because it drapes well, that it sticks to the wall very well. And it is also used in making surgical dressings like bandages, etc. And this is also used in order to make the upholstery of luxury cars and offices and some home furnishings. And it is also used for reinforcing the nylon tires. Now let us discuss about the next synthetic fiber, which is nylon. And nylon is a synthetic fiber. In fact, it is the first fully made synthetic fiber. And it was made by man without using any natural raw material from plant or animal. And it was made in 1931. And the chemical compounds, that is the monomer that is used in making nylon, are mainly obtained from petroleum products called petrochemicals. And actually nylon is made up of repeated unit of chemicals called amide. So nylon is a polyamide. That is why we call it as a polymer, and it is also called as a polyamide because the monomer that is used to make nylon is amide. And it is the strongest synthetic plastic material which can be molded to any shape. and it is so strong and it can be easily colored with attractive colors. But this nylon fiber do not absorb water easily, so that it can be dried easily, and it has a good amount of elasticity and it has a good amount of tensile strength, and because of which it is used for carrying or lifting heavy loads, and it is also highly durable. The properties of nylon are, it is the toughest among the synthetic fibers and it is an elastic material. And as I told you, it has a very good tensile strength and it can withstand heavy loads. And it is slightly absorb water so that it dries quickly. And it can be molded into fibers, bristles, sheets, rods, tubes, coatings of any desired shape. And it possesses a high resistance against oil stain, grease, and even attacks by moth, fungus and other pests. And it can be made into plates or powders, and it is very lustrous, that is shiny in appearance, and it is very easy to wash. And the other uses of nylons are, it is a stretchable wear and it is used for making saris and other dress materials, and it is also used for making seat belts in car and upholsteries, ropes, reel threads, sleeping bags, swimming wear, raincoat, tracksuit, fishing nets and fishing lines. Now, let us discuss about another type of synthetic fiber, which is polyester. And this polyester is made when alcohol and organic acid react together. They make a compound called ester, and this ester is going to be the monomer, and when this ester is being added in a repeated unit by polymerization, it results in the formation of polyester. And polyester generally comes under the brand name of Terline, Dacron, Terran, polyester, etc. So the properties of polyesters are, it is also exhibiting high resistance to pests and chemicals, and it also absorbs very little amount of water, so it dries quickly, and it is very easy to wash, and it does not shrink or stretch, and we can also say it is wrinkle resistant, and it forms a permanent crease if heated and pressed, and that is, when you are going to iron the clothes made out of polyester, if we are going to be a little careless, then the black stain, that is the crease stain formed because of overheat, will become permanent, and it is very tough. At the same time, it is very light in weight and it has a good elasticity also. So the uses of polyester, it is used exclusively in making magnetic audios and video cassettes and floppy disk, and it is mixed with fiberglasses in order to make helmets, and highly suitable for shirting, shooting, saris and draperies. Let us discuss about acrylic, which is an example of another type of synthetic fiber. It is often used as a substitute of wool, or we can even call it as an artificial wool. But this acrylic fiber are very strong and wrinkle resistant, unlike the natural wool, because natural wool gets or develops wrinkle very easily, and it is very easy to wash and dries quickly, and it is also resistant to moth attacks, oil, chemicals and deterioration when it is exposed to sunlight. And generally, the characteristics of synthetic fibers are very strong and they are wrinkle resistant. That is, they do not develop wrinkles as easily like the natural fibers, and they always absorb very little water so that it can be dried easily, and they are very strong, very tough, but at the same time they are lightweight, so they are portable and easily handleable. And synthetic fibers are extremely fine. So the fabric made from synthetic fibers are very smooth in texture, whereas natural fibers are not so fine. And these synthetic fibers, as they are made out of chemicals, they have a less amount of moisture in them, and hence they cannot be attacked by moths or pests. and synthetic fibers do not shrink, and hence we can call them even as wrinkle resistant. And synthetic fibers are less expensive and they are readily available, and the synthetic fibers are durable, that is they come for a long period of time. There are certain disadvantages in synthetic fibers. First thing, since they are made up of chemicals, they easily melt on heating, and that is the reason why synthetic fibers, that is clothes made out of synthetic fibers, are not suitable for wearing during summer weather, or else during whenever we are going to work with closer proximity of fire, and that is the reason why synthetic fibers are not preferred while cooking. So in the next part, we will be discussing about the second half of the lesson, that is plastics. So as of now, the part 1 is getting over, and thank you students.